Oh na 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 na, oh na, oh na, oh na. Yeah, 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 oh na.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. My channel, of course, budgeting with countless pages. So over here I do cash stuffings, I do expense tracking and unstuffings, and I also have an Etsy shop where I sell printables. So for today's video, what we will be doing is actually a first for me on this channel. I'm going to be unstuffing the cash and taking it back to the bank. So I'm going to be putting in placeholders. So again, I've never done this yet on this channel, so bear with me as I go through with what I'm hoping will not turn out to be a mess or too confusing. So let's just, I do have some placeholders that I made, and of course they're nothing fancy. I just wanted to have something that represents Canadian money. I know that there's a lot of those plastic placeholder, not plastic, but those laminated placeholders, the clear ones and whatnot. And I didn't really want to have that. I just wanted something that I could clearly identify that is a placeholder. So I have these $100 ones that I made. I'm going to remake this. Use them for now. And this is a $500 one that I made. So right now I'm thinking that's probably what I'm gonna have is 500. I'm gonna need $500 placeholders, and I'm definitely gonna need these $100 ones. So I'm gonna put those right here for now. And that's essentially what we're gonna do. I believe, if I recall, I do have what I'll be actually using as well for this swap. I'll be using this tracker, and I just created this. It's like a mini tracker that I'm just going to keep right here in my binder, and essentially is just for me to track the categories that I'm pulling money out of. And then I'm going to be recording what's left in the envelope and what's in the bank. And it's just something that I can go back on because all of this money in the bank is going to go into one savings account. And the only thing that's going to be in a separate savings account is the emergency fund. So this is going to help me to be able to look back and say, okay, I have $1,000 in this account, and out of the 1,000, this is how it breaks down. That's what this is going to help me with. So, and also just to, for future, if I use anything out of those envelopes that I can go back and I can look at this and say, okay, this is what I had put in there, and then I used X amount. This is what's left out of that category. So this really is just for my reference. So I'm going to be updating this as I go along, and taking money out of each one of the categories. So I will probably take this guy out and put him back in afterwards. Okay, so let's get started. And we're just going to go through each envelope and see what we can replace with $100 placeholders. So starting with home maintenance. Home maintenance has 100, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 5, 75, 85, 95, $400 in home maintenance. So I'm actually going to pull out all of this and replace all of these with placeholders. Okay, and I'm just, I'll use a different pen. Just gonna update my tracking sheet. So I'm letting myself know that there is 0 left in my envelope and there is 400 going to the bank. All right, and the total, of course, is 400. Okay, so that is home maintenance, car maintenance. I had already pre-checked most of these, so I'm just going through and making sure there's nothing there. We're gonna leave that $80 in car maintenance. Household expenses. There is 50, 70, 80, 90, 5, 100, 510. So 110. So we're going to use one bill and we're going to put this 100 into the bank. Just making sure 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. So you see, I've already screwed it up. So you all must be screaming to say, okay, you took that first 400 out. You didn't replace it with anything. Exactly. Just realizing that now. Okay, so here we go. That's 100. That is going to be going into home maintenance. So home maintenance now has 100. Okay. Car maintenance, nothing. This is household expenses. So we're going to be putting one placeholder. Oh. My placeholders are getting mixed up. Okay, one placeholder in here. And then I will update my tracking sheet. So in my envelope, I have $10 and 100 is going in the bank. So 110. So when I go back and I check my, I'm putting it like this also so that when I go back and I check my, my sinking funds tracker that I use for my cash stuffings, that the balance should also match that as well. So wellness, pretty sure there's nothing to swap out in wellness. $30 in there. I'll leave that. Giving, certain there's nothing to swap out in here as well. $30 in giving. We will leave that. Emergency funds. Definitely going to swap this one out. So emergency funds has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75. Okay, so just a little bit of explanation with emergency fund. In emergency funds, I have $125 in, well, it's actually $137 now, in a savings account that where my cash back gets deposited every month. So a couple months ago, I decided that I was going to start leaving that money in there every time I would get cash back for my grocery spending, for all the spending I do on my credit card. I'm just going to leave that money in that account to help build my emergency fund. So I decided to do that a couple months ago. It is now at $137. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to represent in my envelope $500. So this is $375, which is what I'm gonna pull, and in the bank there's $137, but I'm gonna round my envelope to $500. So counting $125 in that account, and this $375, and round it up to $500. And what I will do is, as that money builds in there, and I do pull money out of here, I will always make it sort of representative of what is being deposited from my cash back, and what is what I actually could do, because it is 137. What I could do is still do 500, keep 10 back, and then that will represent, that'll be more of a better representative of the actual. So this $375 that I'm pulling plus the $137 is actually $512. So by me keeping $10 back and placing a I don't want to use that one. Placing a $500 placeholder, that is actually more representative of what I have in this fund. So it is in the envelope on this. I'm going to say in the envelope has $10, and in the bank has 500. So I'm going to put a total of 510. I know it's 512, but we'll sort of account for that as it grows, because it's going in there anyways, and we'll account for it as it grows. So emergency fund now has $510. All right. My NIA envelope, I believe I'm going to pull this also, put in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 5, 110. So we're going to pull 100. And that makes 110 in NIA. And so $10 in the envelope, 100 in the bank, 110. All right, so that's it for this binder. And in our P2 binder, I think we just have a couple to check in here. Vacation, so we're going to be pulling out of vacation. And vacation has 51, 20, 40, 60, 82. Oops, let's do that again. 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So $330 in vacation. So we're going to pull the 300. 60, 80. And we're going to keep that 20 there. 85, 95, 300. And we'll keep that 30 there. Okay. Okay, so putting in 3. So that is now $330 in vacation. So vacation has $30 in the envelope, 300 in the bank, 330. Birthdays, pretty sure there's nothing. Oh, birthdays. Actually, I am pulling this today. As I'm doing this video right now, my birthday is actually tomorrow, so I'm gonna pull this money, just pull it right out. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 95, $100 in birthdays, and I'm gonna be pulling that for me. All right, so I just have that noted here on this little sticky note so that I know it's a part of my total when I count at the end. All right, Christmas, I believe I'm pulling from Christmas as well. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 230 in Christmas. So we are going to do this. And the rest of this will go in here, and I will put a $200 placeholder. So Christmas now has $230. Well, I say now has like it's changed. Christmas has still $230. Entertainment, I am actually going to be pulling this as well. $20. Again, I'm pulling this because tomorrow is my birthday. And gotta tell you, I'm gonna be using every little bit of it. So I gotta add this to my unstuffed $20. So that'll be a part of my final total. And that's $20. And self-care, there is nothing to pull there. I finally used my, just $30 left in here. I finally used my gift certificate to get my manicure pedicure this morning. So that is out of there. And that's it. Nothing in those other envelopes. So Christmas, look at that. I didn't write it down, and now I'm pretty sure it was 200. Christmas, and I believe what was left was $30. Yeah. Okay, so Christmas was $30 in the envelope and $200 in the bank. 230. So one other thing I'm going to be pulling money from is my show your strength. Just because the whole purpose of this is, you know, to get the cash out of the house. So I'm going to be taking some of this out. So we'll see, and I haven't counted this since I started doing it. So let's just see what we have here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 5, 55, 65, 75. And I believe that's, so 85. So we have 285. So 20, 40, 60, and there's got to be a 5. So trying to get these loonies to go as well. So we're going to do this, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to have to, okay, so just count this to make sure I did it right. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 85, 90, and 10. So I did do it right. So 10 makes 200. So this is going to go back to the bank. that $10, and this is 190 right here. And this should be $85, so that's $200 that I just put in there. And this should be 20, 40, 65, 75, 85, $87. Perfect. So Show Your Strength has $87 in the envelope and $200 gone to the bank, $287. So that was my first time counting that one. I switched it from my little box to this envelope, because in my next video you'll see some changes that I've made, some new savings challenges that I'm doing, and just some switching around of things, new envelopes and so on. So that is how everything stands. I'm gonna add up, get my calculator. So just going to add this up, and for the purposes of this, the only total that's important is the in the bank total, because I want to make sure that my money matches over here. So we'll just add these up. So 400 plus 100 plus 500 plus 300 plus 100 plus 200 plus 200 plus the 100 for birthdays and the $20 from entertainment. So that totals $19.20. So I'm going to count my cash, and fingers crossed I have $19.20. All right, so let's count what we have here. Starting with the hundreds, that's 200. 51, 52, 53, and 20s, 20, 40, 60. Oh boy, okay, hold on. Let me just fix these first. The ones that I can see. Okay. Well, counting the 20s, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. So exactly 1,000 in 20s. Tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And fives. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, and 5, and $10 in toonies, 215. So I'm at my full unstuffing, actually, when I add the cash, the actual cash pulled from the categories. So that's less the amount from the 500, the 125 that's in the bank, $10 that I'm keeping here. There's actually 365 that got pulled from emergency fund to go to the bank. So when I add all of these up and add in the 120, then I get 1785, which is exactly what I counted. But mixing myself up, I was over here looking for 1920. Clearly, it was not going to be 1920 because some of that money that I'm accounting for here in placeholders is already in the bank. So, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. It will be good to get this cash, of course, out of the house. And again, as I said, this is my first time with doing this. So, yeah, it makes everything feel a little bit lighter, and this money can go ahead and start earning some interest in the bank. I know Tangerine Bank has some specials going on, earn X amount of interest with new deposits. So I'm going to be able to take advantage of that. As I said, I'll be putting my emergency fund. It'll be in its own separate account, and all the rest, the other categories, will be in one account, and my sheet will be my tracker for what is what. It would be nice if we had those Capital One 360 accounts that you guys have in the States that sort of help you to make mini accounts attached to your main account, but we don't have that here. So that's it. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and for watching. Please, please like, share, comment on my videos, and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe for more of these videos. My next video, I'll be introducing some new savings challenges that I'm doing, and some new categories that I'm going to start stuffing. I'll also be putting up a video about a new fund that I'm going to be doing, cash stuffing, which is a disaster fund. I'm going to be doing that in a separate video and just showing some of the stuff that I spent on, because I did have that in my spending category in my last spending update video, that I spent $170 some on emergency prep things. And I just want to go ahead and show you what I spent there, how I'm setting up my disaster fund binder, the categories I'm going to be stuffing, so on and so forth. So just some stuff that's coming up. So thank you again for, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.